Welcome to the Comics to Movies cast. I'm your host, the blind Dyslexic. And with Phase 4 coming up next, we'll be discussing how we could bring an old, how can I state this, famous Time Lord back to Marvel. I will also be discussing how the DC Universe could possibly utilize this famed Time Lord in future casts. Look what Sony did with Spidey. Stay tuned to learn more. Starting off with, Liz Shaw is in Wakanda, having been made an emissary of UNIT. She had returned there after having left to further her degree in Inferno or Terror of the Yatans, depending on how you want to look at it. While in Wakanda, they find out that there are maritime disasters transpiring, some of which are happening around the coast of Wakanda itself, which is a total utter mystery. In the process of the investigation, they're being aided by a fellow team member by the name of Mr. T.E. Haste. All investigations slowly start pointing to undersea matters. The Time Lords, in the meantime, feel that the happenings in Wakanda and around the world could be very life-threatening. So sending the Third Doctor and Joe to the area, Liz is overjoyed in a way into getting to re-meet the Doctor, who she hadn't seen for years. But prior to their arrival, the Doctor and Joe, it is discovered that the disasters are being caused by the Prince of Atlantis himself. The Prince of Atlantis himself, the Submariner. Eventually, it's also discovered that the Master has been, in a sense, pulling the strings behind the scenes, which sort of is mystifying when he is supposed to be still held up, imprisoned back in the Doctor's time and Joe's time period. So exactly how is it? Is he manipulating things to go so disastrous? Once finding out the true betrayer, the true events, things are slowly eased. Events around the world slowly calm down. But the oddest thing is what has happened to Liz's fellow investigator, Mr. T.E. Haste. And why is it the only thing that they can find of this very man is a doll-sized effigy? Who knows? Kate and her adopted sister travel to see Fury and those of S.H.I.E.L.D. to discuss why it is they and Torchwood were absent during all the battles. Fury even inquires, what about your agents? What about your agents? Codenamed the Doctor. Kate and her adopted sister even comment about they too are very highly suspicious about how they were detained, detoured, after thanking Fury for having a portrait of their famed father in this council room. Fury taps the nearest picture and smiles. The picture having been actually one of the former directors of S.H.I.E.L.D. Shortly after they depart, Fury's mouth contorts into a grotesque grin. His head begins to elongate, and as his eyes change as well, his head becomes an oddly shade of green. The end. Thank you for watching the Comics to Movies cast. I'm your host, the Blind Dyslexic. Please subscribe. Hit that thumbs up button as well as that little bell icon somewhere amongst the group. I do other casts, TBD on, as well as Tulsa Walkabouts. Down below will be links to all what I have been discussing. Thank you for watching. Ciao for now.